Welcome to Step by Step. I'm your host, Heather Odom. Step by Step is a show which features people, their careers, and the steps that they've taken to achieve success. Joining me today is a very versatile and extremely talented up-and-coming film director who is currently in production of his film called The Operation. Also pursuing his second degree at City College in film and video, he is a very busy man, but he found time to stop by. His name is Orlando McAllister. Thank you, Orlando, for joining me today.
Thank you for having me here today, Heather.
It's a pleasure. What is your first degree in?
My first degree is an undergraduate engineering degree in computer science. I did major in electrical engineering at Howard University and switched to computer science. And I also have a master's in computer science. Right now, I'm in pursuit of a second degree in communication, film, and video.
Why did you choose to pursue a second degree?
Because back in about 5 years ago, I was videotaping lectures that the architecture department was given, and I gained a love for camera, you know, how to compose shots and things of that sort. It's very creative.
What experience have you had in film other than what you've done for class assignments or things of that nature?
I don't have much experience on the outside. I'm basically into television broadcasting, you know, here at Same Television. I helped several Pickers students, that's a senior thesis project here in the communication, film, and video department, and I assisted other students in their projects, like Larry Woods, he did his several years ago, Austin Phillips, he did his, and just recently I helped Julio Valdez in his film, El Debutante, which is going to be showing here in Aaron Davis, May 15th. And I was the boom operator and assistant director for that.
So you're working, you're doing things in film and video to get experience.
I try my best, yes.
So what have you found to be the most challenging aspect of making a film?
To me, the most challenging aspects of it is being able to coordinate people together, people resources. When you're a director, people come to you for all types of problems. I mean, I try to get the technical aspect of the field, you know, under my cap. And people have different needs, so you have to come through for them.
Well, tell me about The Operation.
Well, The Operation is a medical drama. I'm not looking to distribute it in the movie houses. Basically, I want to do for television. It's a 1.5 hour drama, and it's going to have like sequels to it. And it's coming along fairly well. It has to do with a little girl, 6 years old. Her name is Daphne Love, and she's suffering from a rare disease, a kidney disease, which is called Wilms tumor. I did the research on the disease through medical books, and I was able to develop the idea mentally. So it's really coming through my imagination. And I developed that script when I took a screenwriting course in the film department, and my instructor at that time was China Clark. And basically I was forced to really develop that because she taught us the different aspects of you know, screenwriting and how it's done.
So how did you choose the actors and the actresses, since you had to do most of that on your own?
I didn't do a call for a casting. I did it through friends. And Larry Woods, his little cousin, her name is Shaquana. She's playing Daphne, as I mentioned before. And he introduced me to her. And right away, I just fell in love with her, and I knew that she was going to be, you know, the child for that part. And Diamond Red, his name is Fred Geiger, and he's a performer. He's going to be down at the Victoria 5 performing on Mondays. And he's a singer, and he's playing one of my nemesis doctors. His name is Dr. Green. My main doctor, who is a protagonist in the film, his name is Mike Andrews, and his character name is Albert Smith, Dr. Albert Smith. He's a pediatric surgeon. And I discovered him here at City College in the BFA program. He's a theater major, acting major. And there's also Dr. Irvin Blake, whose real name is Dennis Jones, City College graduate. And he's also like an opera singer as well. And I got him through recommendation from other students. And then there's also Serena Sambula, who just recently did an independent film called Dinner Party, and she's playing the role of Daphne's mother. Her name is, her acting name is Doris Love. And the grandmother is Beatrice Washington. Her real name is Veronica King. She's in her early 60s, and she's also a City College graduate. She got her degree just last year. And also, last but not least, is your sister, Hope Pruitt, and she's playing one of the nurses' part. And she is just a natural. It runs in your family, doesn't it?
Well, I'm glad you think so. Why did you choose a medical drama as opposed to pursuing something that deals with, you know, what most young directors and filmmakers are doing today, deals with the streets or hip-hop or something like that?
I chose that because of the negative images and stereotypes that blacks and Latino experience in television and the motion picture industry. People that I run across are educators. The media tends to portray and overdo the gangster, the drug dealing type of mentality. So I said, let me go in there and write a script that is beneficial to minorities. I don't really want to use that word, but for lack of a better term at the moment, I'll just use that. And basically, it's just the negative stereotypes. I want to portray black people and Latinos as professionals. And I selected medicine because medicine is something that when a child watches the show, they're going to empathize with the little girl, Daphne, and what she's going through. And they're also going to be learning what the doctors are doing with their skills to save her.
Well, how long did it take you to write the film?
It took about 2 years, 3 years. Sometimes it takes time. You know, you put it away, you bring it back. I was forced to develop it by taking the course. And at times you get what they call writer's block, when nothing seems to work. So you have to tune into, I would call it cosmic forces, to come into your being to let that creative flow just come out. And it usually comes when you're least expected. Yes, sometimes you have to force yourself though, like studying, you have to force yourself also.
What was the most difficult aspect of the writing? Because putting it together can take a long time, as you said, 2 to 3 years. So what was the most difficult aspect?
The difficult aspect to me was in the dialogue, how to maintain the naturalness of how people speak. We tend, when you write novels, at times it could become very verbose and you say too much. But when you're dealing with television, the visuals say a lot. So you try to minimize and economize on your words and your sentences. So you get a lot of one-liner, two-line sentences just to get the idea through. So one of the hardest things was the dialogue, yes, the dialogue. And the development of it, because you have to deal with plots and subplots. Here in this story, you have Doris. She's experiencing problems with her fiancé. His name is Jamal Hicks, and that role is being played by a rap artist and a student here at City College by the name of Moose, and he's giving her a hard way to go. It turns, I'm not going to say what he is in the final analysis because I'll be giving it away, but it's just the plot structure and plot development, yes.
Okay, well, I think we'll take this time to break and show some of your work.
All right.
Okay, we'll show some of your work, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Thank you, Heather.
Stay with us.
Quickly, nurse. 1 milligram of VP.
It's a reverse angle shot. It's a reverse angle shot too. Makes sense.
Nothing.
Bring the defibrillator. Clear.
Them that stop shall get.
Don't do me any favors.
Come on, just lighten up.
Don't even try.
What's come over you lately?
Men are so immature and uncaring.
What men got to do with this? We're talking about us.
You keep bragging about getting a job and all. You haven't made a move yet.
I'm waiting for the right time.
I've heard that before. That beeper seems to be going off every half hour. What are you into?
That ain't none of your business.
What? That ain't none of my business. Oh, you know, you got some nerve having it made at home with your parents while I take care of my kid, pay the bills, and go to school.
What you think, I live for free? I do things around the house too. My parents, they're not giving something for nothing.
I just know your parents ain't dressing you.
That's damn skip.
You keep living fast, and you're gonna end up just like my brother Billy.
Hold on, wait. Bill, check this out. I ain't into what your brother Billy was into.
I'm still paying for Daphne's treatment with pneumonia. If it wasn't for Mama's retirement checks, I'd be in deep trouble.
Everything is gonna be all
All right. Huh.
Look, I'll take care of that. You'll see. We'll make it. I'll get a job soon. Then we can get married and raise a family.
You see me struggling with my child, and all you could think of is getting married and having children?
What's up with that? Isn't that one of the reasons we got engaged?
What are we gonna live off of? Sex, wine, and play? Get real. I've got a daughter to raise, and you got a job to get.
Yeah, I know that.
If you're not committed to me or my daughter, I don't need you. You haven't done anything for her. You haven't even bought her a pair of shoes.
But you know I love you both.
I don't know anything. I'm having mixed feelings about your attitude towards her, since she's not your child.
What? I treat Daphne like she's my own flesh and blood. I'll provide for both of you. You'll see.
Right.
Just scratch it.
See? There you go again, like that old cliche says. Backing out when the going gets tough.
Hey, wait.
Is he resting too?
Yes, darling. Your Uncle Billy got into some bad company, but all will be forgiven when the light of God shines on the earth and forgive us all our sins. Oh, what's wrong, darling?
I'm not feeling so good.
Oh, let me feel your head. Oh, darling, sit right here while Grandma gets you some tea and soup. Oh.
I'm not feeling so good. Ouch, ouch, it hurts.
No, not at all, actually.
Mommy, ouch, ouch.
Oh my God, Daphne.